Okay, so today we're going to start on chapter 5, part 1. Chapter 5 is sort of a huge chapter. We're going to do multiplication of exponent rules and then power to a power rules. So if you remember, if we multiply the same base, we have to do what with our exponents? Good, we have to add them. So the multiplication rule is x to the a plus b. If we have a power to a power, we can either expand it the number of times of the exponent, or we can multiply the powers. So this rule would be x to the a times b. And then make sure that you're distributing the exponent to every term. So they all have to get multiplied to the power. So we're going to do number 1. So multiply the coefficients, add your exponents, and see what you get. Same thing on 2. Multiply your coefficients, add your exponents. So 3 times 2.5 is 7.5. We have 2 A's and 4 A's, so total we have 6 A's. How many B's? If there is not a power there, the power is 1. So b to the 4th times b to the 1st is b to the 5th. Same with the C's. There's no exponent on this one, and there's no exponent on this one. So we have 2 C's, so c squared. For 2, we have x to the 6th, y to the 3rd. There's nothing to combine it with. Number 3 is the most popular one to get wrong. Type it into your calculator, see what you get. Negative 2 to the 6th times 2 to the 2nd. The most common mistake that people make, so this is wrong, in case you're not listening to me, would be to say negative 4 to the 8th. That's not what it means. It means that we have a negative, we have 6 twos, and then 2 more twos. So it's negative 2 to the 8th, or if you put that in your calculator, it's negative 256. So it's always a good idea to check your answer. All right, for 4 and 5, same thing. Multiply coefficients, add exponents, then we'll talk about 6. So hopefully for 4, you get negative c to the 7th, d to the 7th, e to the 7th. And for 5, x to the 3n minus 1. For 6, if you would like to be more successful, you'll expand it. So you'll write negative 2x squared 3 times. That's what that cubed means on the outside. The negative was out front, so we just write that once. So we have negative 8x to the 6th. If you would like to do it power to a power way, we would have a negative. It becomes 2 to the 3rd, x squared to the 3rd. That's what you're visualizing. So negative 2 to the 3rd was negative 8. Multiply the powers, x to the 6th. It is definitely a little bit easier to do the expansion way. So for 7, you're either going to distribute the power to every term, or you're going to write it 3 times. So we get 8y, n plus n is 3n. Negative 1, negative 1, negative 1 is minus 3. 8's a little bit trickier. Why don't you give it a try? You want to do the inside first, and then take that, and then do the outside second. So hit pause, try it, see what you get, then compare with my answer. So the first thing I did was multiply the negative 2ab squared times itself on the inside. So I got 4a squared b to the fourth, all raised to the third power. Then I was going to multiply that times itself 3 times. So negative 4 times negative 4 times negative 4. Oops. I don't know why I wrote negatives. Positive 4 times positive 4 times positive 4, excuse me, is 64. A to the 6th, B to the 12th. So that should be your final answer. For 9, you're doing the 1/2 to the 4th power, or you're writing it out 4 times. So again, you could expand it, or you can do it in one step. If you're doing it in one step, you're thinking 1/2 to the 4th, x cubed to the 4th, y to the 4th to the 4th. Or you're doing 1/2 x cubed y to the 4th. You're writing that 4 times. And then we're writing 4x y cubed twice. So I'm multiplying 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2 times 4 times 4. When I do that, I get 1. 3, 3, 3, 3. So that's 12 x's, 13, 14. And then how many y's? Good, 22, I agree. So x to the 14th, y to the 22nd. All right, or we can, so you can expand this to like we did in number 9, or you can just do the math. So again, you're doing whatever's more comfortable for you. Negative 3 times negative 3 is 9, x to the 4th. I'm going to multiply that. Negative 4 to the 3rd. Make sure you're doing that in the calculator. Negative 64. 3 times 3 is 9. Then I'm multiplying these together to get negative 576, x to the 13th. Try 11 and 12, please. I got negative 32, a to the 7th, b to the 16th. Again, if you're doing the shortcut way, it would be negative 27 x cubed over 4x to the 6th, or times, sorry, to get negative 108 x to the 9th. All right, good luck. I'll give you some to practice.